All right, we're gonna edit this photo. I took at the Oregon coast during blue hour. We're gonna go in with a preset as a base. I'm gonna go in with my Lush Gold preset. We're bringing out a lot of these blue vibes back in. I think it looks pretty good. And I really want this to feel soft. We're gonna lower our contrast and bring our blacks back up. And then probably gonna raise the exposure just a hair. Since we're going blue hour, we're gonna absolutely crank this temperature slider down. I usually mess with both of these at the same time to find a good tone that I like. I think that looks pretty good. We're actually gonna go ahead and crop this down. Get rid of some of that negative space here. I was at ISO 800. I think we will denoise. I think we'll add some grain back in later though, just to even everything out. And that did a pretty good job. It's looking a little AI because I mean it is, but you know, it is what it is. We're gonna go back down on that. I'm gonna lower the blacks back down and increase our whites. Lower the exposure. Really, all I'm doing over time is just finding a tone that I like, adjusting all these sliders until I figure it out, essentially. So we have a couple lights here. We have this bus and we have this little street light, I guess this building light lighting up this sidewalk. To give this a little more depth and make it not look fully blue, what I'm gonna do is go in with a mask and we're gonna pull this radial gradient around where these headlights are illuminating the fog a bit. And we're just gonna go ahead and increase the temperature. And I wanna feather this out a decent amount just so we have a nice little roll off here, and maybe go ahead and bring up our pinks, and then I want to bring up the saturation a decent amount too. We're going to lower the highlights just so we see a little more information in there, and that made a pretty big difference in the overall look of this photo. We're going to do the same thing with this light here. So we got that one up there. We're going to go in with another radial gradient. Make sure we're not like overlapping this side too much. I think we actually feathered that out a little too heavy. So, and we're just going to increase that light, bring up that color a bit, just so it matches what it like originally did. You feel me? Perhaps that was a bit too much, and it is illuminating the chair as well. So we're going to go ahead and fix that. Very subtle. We're just hitting this, the seat here where your arse goes. And I think we're going to add even more mist and lower our exposure, bring up our highlights even more just to give it a nice misty feel. One more thing we'll do, and then we're going to actually brush this have a nice day sign. And all I want to do is bring a little more pink out, bring the saturation up just a little bit. And this is completely optional, but I am actually going to go ahead and remove these handicap signs. That does not make me ableist. That makes me an artist. It does look a little messy in here, but obviously I would go a little harder if I wasn't making a video on this. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you would have done different. Make sure you hit that follow button. I drop videos like this all the time so you can become a better photo editor and photographer.